Welcome to this week's program, focused on African women's health. I want to thank you for joining me on the program. And if you are joining us for the very first time, this is Dr. Olayide Ogunshiji of the School of Nursing and Midwifery, Western Sydney University, Sydney, Australia. This is a program that is dedicated to promotion of African women's health at home and abroad. We share the global message of Health for All and continue to emphasize that African women must not be left behind in optimal health. Last week, we started our conversation on maternal health by bringing a guest speaker who spoke to us on the issue of postpartum hemorrhage. This week, we will go straight to another topic that is very important when we are looking at issue of maternal health, and that topic for today is pregnancy. Pregnancy refers to the carrying of a developing embryo in the womb. It is a 9-month period or thereabouts that is characterized by joy, happiness, and fulfillment for many women. However, it is a period when both the woman and her developing child are vulnerable to various health risks. According to the World Health Organization, conditions related to pregnancy and childbirth constitute the second leading causes of death among women of reproductive ages in developing countries. And most African countries are referred to as developing countries. Globally, 830 women die from pregnancy or childbirth-related complications in a day. In 2015 specifically, according to World Health Organization, roughly 303,000 women died during or following pregnancy and childbirth. And what is very concerning about this particular figure is that almost all, in fact 99% of this figure occurred in developing countries. As a matter of fact, more than half of the 303,000 women that died in that 2015 were from sub-Saharan Africa. And unfortunately, these deaths are preventable. You may now want to ask, what do we need to do to tell a better story? Number one, there is need for access to antenatal care in pregnancy. Number two, there is need for skilled care during childbirth. And number three, there is need for care and support in the weeks after childbirth. And if you still remember when we were looking at Agenda 2030 a number of months ago, one target under Sustainable Development Goal 3 is to reduce the global maternal death ratio to less than 70 per 100,000 births. And when we consider this particular goal, I have an important question for our audience this week. And that question is, what can you do to turn the story around for better for African women? You are where you are to make a difference. And as a matter of fact, the conversation and action need to start now. This is where we're going to end the program for this week. I want to thank you again for being there and for joining. In case you are wondering who is speaking or who you are watching, this is Dr. Olayide Ogunshiji of the School of Nursing and Midwifery, Western Sydney University, Sydney, Australia. Until next week, when we shall continue our conversation on maternal health. Thank you again for being there, and it's bye for now.